Hey guys, Coach Jeremiah.
For a second. Anything. Go, Flames! Let's go!
Good afternoon, this is Coach Jeremiah. I am Coach Aaron. We want to say a big congratulations to the U10 Crawford County Flames in the Squirt A Major 3 division.
Yeah.
Champions.
Yep.
Fantastic. It's like a party in USA.
Yeah, party in the USA.
Look at this guy with this hat on, all right? Hard work pays off. Coach of the year right here, Coach Jeremiah.
So we got an awesome team. All the kids, they wanted it, and they every time they step on the ice, they had a mission, and they stuck to the game plan and did the work.
Puck hounds.
Yeah, they were
puck hounds.
They were buzzing.
They were buzzing around that
Swarming
puck.
that
So,
puck.
but I just want to give a big congratulations to everyone on that team. Everyone played hard. Patrick Mahoney got the MVP of the tournament.
Yep.
Couldn't ask for a better weekend.
I mean, everybody played excellent. All the it's not just the kids, it's not just the coaches, it's parents too. They have to put up with a lot. And they trust us, they trust their kids, and all of it's coming to fruition. So it's really nice.
Yep.
So,
We also want to give a big shout out to the Bantam. They won
Bantam's
as well
good.
this weekend
Yep.
at the tournament. So great weekend for Crawford County Flames.
Yep.
So
Looking up. So yeah, congrats guys. I'm Coach Jeremiah, this is Coach Aaron, and we'll see you next time.
good afternoon, everybody. It is Coach Jeremiah and Coach Aaron from 814 Hockey Academy, and today we are talking about sportsmanship.
Yep.
Such an important aspect of hockey. The community of hockey is so stoic. You know what I mean? Like that's how I view like hockey players when they walk in. They're very, very stoic.
Yeah. Well, I know what that means, but for other people that don't know what stoic means, could you kind of go into that?
Yeah,
a little bit?
so when I was working with the Pittsburgh Penguins, you could always tell when an executive or a professional hockey player walked through the door.
Yeah.
Because when they walk in, they're dressed nice, their hair is done, they're wearing a nice hat, they're wearing a nice shirt, and they're also walking tall. They're very up, carrying their own bag, and they have a smile on their face. They're being very respectful to everyone walking through the building or everybody they pass, and it shows, it just gives them that different level of respect.
Yeah.
And I think that comes with sportsmanship. If you are a good sport about things and you have respect, then people are going to look at you and go, wow, that he's got it made.
Yeah, I agree. I know even on our team, some of the higher level players kind of hold themselves differently than the kids that are just kind of getting into hockey.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're they do stuff differently, and you kind of learn it on the way. So it's, if you're not there yet, you can get there still. It's not too late. So kind of what are maybe like a do and a don't kind of that you can think of off the top of your head?
Yeah, let's start with the do's.
Okay.
When you walk into the rink, say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
I think that is the number one thing. Say hi to the rink manager. Say hi to the cashier. Say hi to your coach. Say hi to the other parents. Say hi to your teammates.
I would also add to that, not just hi, maybe even say, how's your day going?
Sure.
Ask them about, what's going on in their life. Even that little kind of extra step, which is so easy. How's your day going?
Yep.
And then you sit there and listen, and they tell you, and then it makes them feel important.
Important.
So-
Absolutely does. Absolutely makes them feel important. Another do that I had noticed, that when you get in the locker room, you get dressed.
Yeah.
Right? You're not messing around. You're not jumping on the benches. You're not, throwing things in the shower.
Mhm.
You come in, you sit down, maybe a deep breath. I used to do that when I was playing football.
Yeah.
Deep breath, get dressed, and then I can get ready for my practice. Start to, figuring out what I'm going to do, what my attitude's going to be, and what I'm
Yeah.
going to work on today.
Yeah. I think kind of a common thread there is positivity.
Oh, absolutely.
Just being positive. It goes a long way being a good sport, right? And that's not just to your teammates, you might be cheering for them while they're on the ice. Hey, nice play when they come back to the bench. but also to the other team.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, your competitors, yeah, your opponents on the ice, but maybe after the game, kind of, hey, that was a nice battle, good fight. Congratulations on the win, or hey, we'll see you next week, or whenever you play them
We'll
again.
get you next time.
Yeah, we'll get you next time. You know,
Absolutely.
remind them.
Yeah.
But hey, after that whistle blows and the horn goes off, you guys are not competing anymore. You know, you're all human beings. So it's important.
Yeah, and like we always say, leave it on the ice, right?
Yep.
You leave it on the ice. You get off the ice, you get dressed, and you leave the same way you came in. You know, my other big do is when you get on the rink is you never embarrass the jersey. Don't ever embarrass the jersey, because there are two things on the jersey that are very important, that should be very important to you.
Yeah.
Number one, the big logo on the front, your association and your team, right? Don't ever want to embarrass them. And the second is in the back. You have your name and you have your number, right? You don't ever want them to remember, oh, that number 17, man, he's a real jerk.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to be that guy.
Then you have to worry about your mom or dad wearing your number off the ice, and then somebody getting in a fight because you're acting like, you know.
Yep. Or your parents are disappointed in how you act.
Yeah, they might be covering up that number.
Yep.
So, and you don't want that. So, those are kind of the do's, I would say.
Yeah. What about some don'ts, Jeremiah?
Some don'ts, especially at the U10 level, swearing is a big don't.
Yeah.
It's just not in good taste, especially when you're yelling at the ref, or that's a don't. Don't yell at the ref.
Yep.
Or at the other team. It's like, I mean,
it's like a come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, moment.
Yeah.
So.
And that goes back to the jersey. Like,
Yep.
You're representing the organization, the coaches. You know, if you go out there and are swearing at the ref, you got to be learning that from somewhere. And hopefully it's not the coaches.
I hope so.
And if it's at home, hopefully your mom and dad are like, come on, man. Like, there's a time and place for this.
Yep.
And that's not it. So
What's another one?
I guess the opposite of positivity would be negativity.
Yeah.
When your teammate comes back and they messed up, you should not be going, hey, you messed up, you suck. What else do we hear sometimes?
I hear bickering between the two.
Yeah.
Like, you know, well, you should have done this and you should have done that.
If you would have just passed me the puck,
Yeah.
it's like, that's not the right way to do it.
It's like,
The opposite of that is, hey, I was open, get your head up next time, maybe either shoot it or pass it. And then if they weren't calling for it, you could be like, well, I didn't really hear you calling. Can you speak up
Right.
a little bit more? Not, hey, I didn't hear you calling. You didn't speak up. I'm not passing it to you.
yeah, and it shows a lot of maturity, and it shows knowledge, right?
Yeah.
If you come up with a game plan instead of blaming the other player,
Yeah.
you know, you come up with, Jeremiah, hey, if you look for me in that corner, there's a good give and go situation right there that we can maybe exploit.
Yeah.
You know, getting into that kind of conversation is way better than bickering back and forth.
Yeah.
If I'm talking to Jeremiah, you've got to make that pass. That's unbelievable.
It just puts me on the defensive,
Yep.
right? Then I'm like, now I have to start blaming because I'm getting blamed and I'm trying to deflect that blame off. We're all trying to pull together, and we're all working to the goal, right?
Yes.
Literally, the goal. We're trying to score more goals than the other team, and get better at hockey. We're not getting better by bickering.
Yes.
So,
And the last one I would, really is, at the end of the game, and it's over.
mhm.
Maybe you lost, maybe you won, maybe you tied, but you show respect to the other player by shaking hands,
Mhm.
stick clap,
Yeah.
a nice salute with the stick. We're not slamming sticks.
Yep.
You're not going over and blaming your goalie. You're not hanging your head and ignoring the other team. It shows a lot about me of what kind of person the player is.
Yeah.
Win, lose, tie, they're on the line. They're shaking hands. They're looking someone else in the eye. Hey, good game, man.
Yep. I had a coach growing up that his big thing was we win and lose with grace, or we win and lose the same way as the other one, right?
Yep.
I mean, you win, you're not showboating, you're not going crazy. I mean, you can celebrate. You won a game, right? Especially if it's a big game, you can celebrate. But if you lose, your head's not hanging down. The next day, you gotta get better.
Yep.
You gotta come back, get ready to work, and that's the same with winning. So, those are big things I learned growing up. So I try to teach everybody, kind of the same thing. So.
Yeah, and even that, the winning and losing aspect of hockey can really show where your sportsmanlike conduct is,
Yeah.
right? Like the next day of practice. It doesn't have to be right after the game. It could be the next day of practice, like you said. Did you come back more hungry?
Yeah.
After a loss?
Yeah.
Did you come back more hungry after a win?
Yeah.
We just won a championship on Sunday, and some of these kids came to work really on Tuesday.
Yeah,
I mean, they were excited to be here.
They came and told us, hey, we're ready to get back to work.
Yeah.
Which that's really great for us.
Which tells
but-
us they're ready for the next level.
Yeah.
I mean, that really tells us, and it shows what kind of really sportsmen they are, because they are motivated.
Yeah.
You know, they're motivated. So when they come in the rink, they are starting to work on those skills like we touched on before, sitting down, getting dressed, you know, talking to teammates,
Yep.
getting positive dialogue going
Yeah.
on. So, you know, that's what you want to foster. It's what we try and foster. And, it can tell.
Yeah.
Winning and losing is really the main catalyst of how sportsmanlike you are.
Yeah, exactly. So, if you have any comments on what you do when you win or lose, share them in the comment section below. And then if you have anything you want to share at all, positive, hopefully not negative, share it with us. We're
and if
trying to
you-
get better too. So
Yeah, and if you're a coach and there's something like a plan that works for you, share with everybody. You know, the more knowledge we have, and the more knowledge that we can exploit from everybody else,
Yeah.
you know, we can create some more positive culture. So.
yeah, exactly. So I'm Coach Jeremiah. This is Coach Aaron for 814 Hockey. We'll see you next time, guys.